comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The short hands, it's Dawkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Buck. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Newton. This time he's got it. At the 45 on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to get it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab down the left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Newton. Good timing on the quick out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Splits the uprights, it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Newton. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Rebels are threatening on first and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Looking to pass. It's Newton. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
That's tough to defend, right? Going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows?
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Buck. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throws it back. Under fire. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes the grab. It's Dawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for a pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Newton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air, it's Newton. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Lets it fly. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They boot it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. And he reels it in inside the 30. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. He got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Newton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slides away.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Forced out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And they got him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense? The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.
Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go, a conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. You're kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Swarmed to the pass rush. He's sacked.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with the first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. And this one is down near the 40. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result. Some positive yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Caught by the receiver. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Sooners offense is on the move now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, bringing pressure. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Back to pass. It's Manning. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Gonna run it. It's Simon. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Then you keep the drive going, or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You've got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. It's nice execution to pick up the 1st down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that 1st down.
And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this 1st quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He picks up the first, looking for more. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They bring him down at the 5. Solid game there on the completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It'll end up being a safety.
I'm not shocked this happened in this game, right? Both these offenses struggled in the first quarter, and the first team to score in the second quarter does it with a safety. But let's give credit to this defense, though. They've been out here dominating in this first half.
Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 40. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Has his tape at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And that's the first punt today for the offense. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. To the air, it's Manning. He's hit just before the throw. Gets made on the out route. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Simon. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking for the wide out. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
With third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the... A bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking deep down the left side. It's intercepted right near the goal line. He went out of bounds, but a crucial interception here in a tight game.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be bored? He's in the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position, and now you give up a big gain like this.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. They look to throw it here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Great start with the drive, but now back-to-back completions makes it 3rd and 10. Defense is coming after him. Ball's incomplete. They misfire for a 3rd consecutive time.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And in the return, it will be brought down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On the ground, it's Moulton. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Second down after the incompletion. Movement here from the tight end. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. So after the miss, it's still a 2-point lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Throws to the tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. The Sooners will line up to boot it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And the return man runs out of bounds. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before gaining enemy territory at the +47.
When the defense sits back in a zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. The short completion of the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
2nd down now after the sack. Big throw caught on the left side. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch! They make the tackle quickly, but the offense set up with a 1st and goal at the 7. Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down, but they punch it in from the 2. Back to pass. It's Manning. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Sategna. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He gets loose. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And the Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He's bringing it back. Past the 50. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
The Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. The shotgun handoff here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Getting set, second down play here. To throw, it's Murphy. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Our last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Leaning on the run game here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble, but the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Here comes a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes?
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
The sure hands. It's Thomas.
Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive.
Serious pressure now for the defense. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down.
They'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes?
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down.
They'll run it to the left. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it?
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good.